And still talking security, the Nigerian military is strengthening its joint structure and operational framework as it races to stay ahead of emerging security threats across the country. The Chief of Defense Staff made this known at the opening of the Nigeria Security Exhibition and Conference in Abuja. TVC News' Sifon Isien reports.
Military and paramilitary officers and other security professionals gather at the National Defense College for a security conference. The theme is Future Wars, Operational Endurance and Force Building Capabilities. The goal is to develop strategies and adopt new technologies for staying ahead of the emerging security threats.
We recall and we see that the threats today is evolving, moving from the conventional threat that we used to know to other areas that are equally challenging to national security. Cyber warfare is increasing and threats from multinational and other transnational adversaries. And so the Nigerian Armed Forces, under the leadership of the Chief of Defense Staff, is beginning to look at how we also transform to counter these threats. And one of the best ways to go is a joint approach. Recall in the presentation we talked about a unified approach, we talk about an integrated approach. And this is evidenced by a lot of other things. Like today, the warfare were kind of, the threats were, kind of meeting today is a joint threat in the theater.
Beyond tactics, the equipment for tackling the threats are also on display. The objective is to encourage the deployment of indigenous technologies while reducing the dependence on foreign equipment for military campaigns and warfare.
These are technologies that can actually enhance and empower our defense forces to respond to this asymmetric warfare, because we are faced with asymmetric warfare. The dimensions of these warfares actually require new technologies. So that is what we are putting to the public domain that can now encourage the armed forces or the other security agencies to actually look deep into their arsenals and see what needs to be changed.
The federal government, through the Defense Industries Corporation, is scaling up indigenous productions of equipment required by security agencies for tackling evolving security challenges. Sifon Isien, TVC News, Abuja.